Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I'm going to paint a VW Bug. It's a vintage one. I'll link this reference photo in the video's description. I haven't decided if I'm going to paint it lime green or not, but I do want to paint it similar to, I don't think I saved it. I painted a VW Bug and a VW Bus. I'll link those in this video's description too. I've cropped it for an 8" by 8" wood panel, so I'm going to trace it on. It'll help with the structure, and I do it because it speeds it up. I'm a full-time artist. Here's my 8" by 8" cradled wood panel. I've got clear gesso on it so it doesn't, the wood doesn't soak up the paint so much. It's an 1.5" thick. I'm going to use primary colors. I do that a lot. Okay guys, let's have some fun. Let's set the table. So I'm using what I call primary colors, and I say what I call because primary red is P as in Paul, V as in Victor 19, and this one's PR, I don't know if that's an L or a 122. I really like Quinacridone Magenta. It mixes some really nice colors. And I'm going to use, I don't have it out on my palette, so that's Quinacridone Magenta. This is Phthalo Blue Green shade. It's a heavy body, and it's a primary blue. And then I'm also going to use Cadmium Yellow Medium Hue. So those are my red, yellow, blue. And I have Mars Black and Titanium White. They're all Liquitex. I used this well-loved 3/4" flat brush from Royal and Langnickel. Up and down strokes. I was a little nervous about the purple, but now I like it. It almost looks like it's raining or it rained. What else? I did use this, I don't know what size it is, small round craft brush for smaller areas, like in here. I'm thinking this is going to have palette knife on it, or maybe drips and let them run. Here's what, I think I mentioned this in the beginning. Here's my other VW Beetle painting that I did, and that's palette knife. I think I called this Orange Splash. I'll link this video in the video's description. And really, I think it can be easier to paint something like a car like this because you really see the shapes. Where if you're painting hair on a medium or long-haired dog, it can be harder to see the shapes. So you guys might like this. The only other comment I think I have is this wheel is bugging me. I put a little highlight on it, but it looks like the reference photo. But when I'm painting it, it bothers me. So I'm really tempted to fix the shape of it, but I keep telling myself to leave it alone because I think it's going to be fine. I did put a little highlight, like a little light, if that's pavement, a little light bouncing back up onto the tire. There's a little light spot. I don't know if any of that's really going to show. I put a little purple down in here, a little blue up in here, plus I've got a little blue there, a little kind of a more blue-purple corner over here, just to help tie in the background. And I used purple because I'm going to have a yellow car. and purple and yellow are complements. I love doing it. It already looks colorful and juicy. I like this sort of darker blue-green aqua color I mixed. And also mixed it in with some black. Oh, I straightened out the license plate. I think it's sticking up. So I laid it down and I had it straight up and down, and then I kind of took my charcoal pencil and I was going to angle it just a little because we're not looking at the car straight on. I don't know if that's going to matter much. I think that gets us up to speed, guys. I could go back and look at the video and figure it out, but I worked on it for at least an hour tonight, just playing with mostly the bottom area here. Oh gosh. I don't know. I could have 2 hours in already just playing with the colors. Oh, and the other thing was, this popped into my head. So the car's driving off my, I want to say canvas, off the wood panel. It's really, and I say this I think in a lot of videos because I paint a lot of portraits. Like even though this is a rose painting, it's really a portrait of roses. This video probably posted just before this one. So I put a dark area here, and then I think I'm going to have my lightest light yellows in here. So even though the car's going this way, this will call attention over here, that kind of thing. I don't know that, I say this quite a bit too, I don't know that you even need to do that. It's just what I'm thinking. Okay guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I thought I'd pop in and chat for a minute. Oh, I still have a few more things to do as far as the structure of the car. But it's coming together. It's looking good. This orangey brown is a good shadow color. There's kind of a dashboard. I didn't put in, you would see seats. I don't know if I'm going to need to put those in. I darkened, put some gray in the window here, and then I'm going to come back, maybe even with a palette knife, and add some highlights. But I'm also going to come back with a palette knife, I think, here, like I did in my other VW bug painting. Oops, let's get that in here. Okay. Yeah, I scraped some. I was also thinking maybe some, I don't know, just more colorful square brush strokes that drip too. That would be fun. I like that I did the taillights lighter and brighter, I think. I always say I think because I need to step back from it. I haven't done that yet. Oops. Let's see if we can get this in here. Actually, they're a little lighter right here. I could maybe even work on that. And I made this blue where it's just kind of muddy down here. I might want to play with that, I might not. We'll just have to see. I want to get the bumper on, I want to paint that side of the tire on. Oh, and I did straighten out the license plate which I mentioned, and then I just guessed at what the shadow might look like. And then when I put, one more thought, I think. When I use this number one, or is it a number one? Yeah, a number one round from Princeton. Thinned out my paint, kind of this color and this color. And I just swiped the best I could. I didn't worry about, like there's a whole lot more of those in the reference photo. And then if you get it the color thinner, it'll actually look darker too. over that dark color behind it. And then this one I made a blob, but I think it's just going to add to it anyway because I'm going to palette knife and blob over it. Sometimes, or quite often, I'm too detailed in like trying to get this black line around the window, just so, when I really don't need to if I'm going to come back and mess it up. But it's not wrong. It's not like wrong to do that. It's just more work. I think. Yeah, I need to step back for a minute. Oh gosh, I have no idea how long I've been working on this. I've been meaning to write it down for you guys. I get that question off and on. Oh, this one would take me a lot longer than, say, a loose daisy painting. So I'm probably 5 hours into it, 6 hours into it. Okay, guys, I think that gets us up to speed. I'll be back in a bit. I'm calling it done. Oh, I just realized that my signature, I don't think shows up very well. I'm going to make it a little lighter. I was thinking about splattering it, but I've got enough scrapes in it. I don't think I need it. I'm going to call it Lemon Splash. I called this one Tangerine Splash. And then this one is Be Happy. It has the license plate. So this one also has a Be Happy license plate, but I'm going to call it Splash. I used a Posca pens. They come in different widths. I believe these are Japanese. These are 0.7. So they are thinner. Here, I'll pull one out. They are thinner. Oh, let's see. I don't know if you can see it. And I've got a bit thicker one. I don't know how many sizes they come in. Shake them with the caps on so you don't splatter paint. I use this one to sign the back of my painting. So it's an acrylic paint pen. This says 0.9 to 1.3. So I don't know if that's because you can lay it on the edge. There isn't another tip. No, that doesn't look that much fatter. I guess it is. What else? I use the palette knife I use to mix my palette. Oh, sometimes I've seen, I think this one was a number 40 from Blick Art Materials. Sometimes they're a number 20. Can be a little more rounded. I don't know if I've got another one sitting here. Oh, I do. Oh yeah, see, this is a number 20. I haven't used it yet, and it's more rounded. I also used a little bit of this 1/2-inch angle brush from Royal and Langnickel, just to, I thinned out some white and just to smear some white on the windshield. I smeared it here, but you can see it looks gray now. What else? I did put some palette knife scrapes over here, but I think the stronger ones, you know, the white, this is white, and the yellow and the more busyness is over here, I think. And I don't know if it matters. I'm just trying to keep you from driving off the wood panel. I did put a little magenta in the shadow and a little bit right there, and then it dries down. But also the Be Happy is almost, well, it's not in the middle, but it's close. It's a little bit to the left. And that grabs a ton of attention, plus the tail lights, not the headlights, grab a lot of attention. A lot of sometimes I don't mention this, like my purple is pretty much dried up. I could poke in there and get some purple. And you can always mix more. And if you don't mix, like you're looking for exact color and you're not getting it, try just using the color you get and put it in other places in the painting. It'll totally look planned. For some reason I have an urge to, well, that doesn't look very purple. Let's see if we can get a screenshot. I'll link the, oh, did I show this one? I'll link, oh, I did. I'll link those two, the VW bus and the tangerine VW Beetle. I'll link those videos in this video's description. You know what, instead of, you guys could just zoom in for a screenshot a little bit. Of course, I don't know if that works and I can't hear you. So we'll try that. It's hard to get it square. I did paint on the sides. I didn't paint a ton of detail, but if they frame it, I'm looking for a, it'll still make sense. A few splashes on the top side. With the 8x8, it's a little hard to get it in frame when I lift it up. Here, we'll do kind of a closer tour. Because a lot of times the video smooths it out more than the painting. Oh, with the Posca pens, when I wrote the Be Happy, I did write it in pencil first lightly, and then I pressed lightly, and sometimes it'll still splatter. Like I got a little dot underneath the Y, but I like it. It's also easier on the wood, which isn't completely smooth, than it is on canvas. I don't know how long this one took me. It probably, I don't know if it took me 8 hours. It used to be really easy. For a while I was painting at a speed where if I did an 8x8, it took 8 hours. 5 or 6. Several days. Okay guys, let me know if you give this one a try. It's really good practice with yellows. And I think the yellows, I liked the browner yellows in the shadow. I think that was really fun. It's sort of oranges. Really good practice just overall in painting. Anything you paint is good practice. But I like to just focus on, I did recently, if you just go back, oh gosh, a week or so in the timeline, we painted birch trees live. But I like a lot of, I would call this a portrait of a VW Beetle. I do a lot of portraits. I just like focusing on the taillights and the license plate and, you know, all the I don't know what you call those vents. I think that's fun. Like I've got kind of a gray purple bumper with some blue and some black. I just find that to be a lot of fun. I so appreciate your support. It's super fun to hang out with you. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye guys.